For this video, we'll simply demonstrate two examples of graphing a system of inequalities. So if you haven't worked sample problem 1 part A and B, I'm going to ask you to go ahead and stop the video at this time and try to work these two first, and then come back and take a look at the given solution. Okay, I'm going to start off with the first equation in our inequality in part A. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to start by changing this to an equal sign and converting it to slope-intercept form that way. Basically all I want to be able to do is graph the same exact line. I'll worry about the inequality after I get the line on the graph, so I'll go ahead and do that now. Notice that we have a -3/2 as a y-intercept. Just guesstimate that as best you can as you're doing your counting here. Okay, now that I've got the line down here, first of all I need to check the inequality. When the inequality shows me that it is less than or equal to, so I know it's a solid line. Now what I need to do, and this is an important part of this process if you remember from graphing inequalities before, I converted to slope-intercept form, but I want to test my point back in the original inequality. So I'm going to test the point 0, 0 in my original inequality. And I get 0 is less than or equal to 3, which is a true statement, which means that 0, 0 will be part of my shaded region here. Now I personally like to use the highlighter functions on the computer, because whenever you use the highlighter functions they give you a nice blended color so you can see the actual solution set. So now I'm going to take the second equation, I'm just going to turn it into an equation for graphing purposes. So this is going to be y equals 3x minus 4. And so I'm just going to graph y equals 3x minus 4. Now before I go ahead and draw this line, notice that the inequality is greater than but not equal to, so I have to remember that this is a dashed line. Okay, then I'm going to test my point 0, 0 back in the original inequality again. So now you can see that we have a true statement. 0, 0 is part of the shaded region, so I'm now going to use a different color to graph that shaded region. So I'm going to use the blue, and you can see by using the blue, when it mixes with the yellow, it gives me this green part, which then shows me visually where the solution to this system of inequalities is. So that's a quick example of solving a system of inequalities. The solution is the green area, all of the points in the green area, and I'll just quickly go through part B as well. Okay, so I've graphed the first equation and inequality here. Now I'm going to do the second one. And you can see I'm just quick sketching, so some of my points may be just a smidge off here, but now we need to shade for the second one. This is also true for the point 0, 0. And so you can now see the green area is the solution to this. Okay, so hopefully you did well on that. And remember, you can always check both of these on your calculator as well.